Well, hello guys, welcome. This is class number 8 of pronunciation. I'm going to record the session for the people that were not able to attend. Let's get started with today's class. And in today's class, we're going to take a look at a presentation that I made that focuses on the Mediterranean and the beautiful countries that are in the Mediterranean. Let's take a look at today's topic in today's class. Let's get started. I'm very happy to be here today. We have our last class in this pronunciation class. This is class number 8. So let's get started here, guys. So the idea here, guys, is to go over a topic that we hear a lot. In fact, today's topic is called imperatives. How do you use imperatives? Imperatives are used to tell someone to do something or how to do something. To make an imperative, you drop the subject. We don't use, I, you, we, they, or the name of the person. And the verb is in the base form, the normal form. We do not use the S or D, no ing, nothing like that. We use imperatives to give instructions, to give orders. We also use imperatives to give advice or a suggestion. And also we use imperatives to offer something. Here are some examples. To give instructions, an example of that would be click the green button. Notice that in this sentence, we don't have a subject. We start with the verb, right? And the verb does not have an S, no ED, nothing like that. We also use imperatives to give orders. Here's an example. Stop running around and come here. We also use imperatives to give advice or a suggestion. Find the job you love. And finally, to offer something. For example, have a cup of coffee. We can also use imperatives, and most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time you will see words like next, then, after that. This shows that we're using imperatives. So anytime you see a sentence that maybe has next, that, after that, it's usually an imperative. And you use this a lot when you're giving instructions or giving orders. For example, first, dice the onions, then fry the chicken. Some do's and some don'ts. Let's take a look at this exercise here, guys. I want you to look at the signs that we have next to the sentences, and we are going to use the verbs that are here on the right. We have the verbs eat, cross, enter, turn, walk, smoke, write, and wash. So let's take a look at the first sentence here. We have, oh, hold on, let me let Lucia here in the classroom. Hey, Lucia, how you doing? How is everything?
Hello, teacher.
How is everything? Good?
What?
Is everything good? Everything okay?
Yes. Okay.
Fantastic. Fantastic, Lucy. Well, we were taking a look at something called imperatives and how to use them. So let me just go back here really quick. I'm going to pause the recording here. Give me 1 second. Hold on, let me pause the recording and I'll go back. All right, so let's do this one together here, Lucy, and you'll see we have some sentences, we have some signs. I want you to complete the sentence using the verbs we have here. For example, eat, cross, enter, turn, walk, smoke, write, and wash. Let's take a look at the first sentence. I want you to look at the sign that we see. What is this telling us here? What is this sign telling us with number 1? I'll do the first one. Lucy. You can do number 2, okay? So you have an idea. So for example, the first one,
Don't
first one
walk
would be-
on the grass.
right, don't walk on the grass, correct. How about number 2? What do you think? Number 2.
Um, um, cross the road
Yeah.
at the light.
Very good. Cross the road at the lights. Good job. How about number 3? What do you think?
Turn left.
For sure. How about number 4?
Number 4. Please don't smoke.
Very good. Very good. Please don't smoke in this area. How about number 5?
Please washing or wash your hand.
Wash your hands. So when we're using imperatives, we don't change the verb. No ing, no ed, no s, nothing like that. Just the normal verb in this case. Please wash your hands. How about number 6? What do you think?
Write your name here.
Good job. Good job. How about number 7?
Don't eat in class.
Good job. And finally, number 8.
Please don't enter this room.
Good job. You're doing great. All right, let's take a look at these pictures here. Let's look at these phrases and tell me which one matches a healthy lifestyle. Which one of these pictures matches a healthy lifestyle?
Do exercise.
Yeah.
Lose weight.
Yeah, lose weight.
Stop with smoking.
For sure.
Get fit.
Yes.
Go to the gym.
Go to the gym. Good job. All right. And what would be unhealthy? Examples of an unhealthy lifestyle.
Eat fried food.
Eat fried food. For sure.
Yes. Get stressed.
Get stressed. Yes.
Drink alcohol.
Yes.
High low in fat is high and healthy, or no?
Yeah, high in fat is probably unhealthy for sure. Yeah. You don't want to have high. So you know what? I'm going to now share. Let me share sound. Is it shared? And we're going to take a look at a very short video here on the right. And then I want you to, according to what you see in the video, we're going to complete the phrases. All right, here we go.
Sit. Be careful.
Donald, say something.
Take a deep breath. Hold it.
All right. All right. What from that list, from that scene or that compilation of scenes, let's do number 1. What can you remember from number 1?
For me, number 2, be careful.
Be careful. All right. Let's take a look at number 1 really quick.
Sit.
Did you hear it? Hear again.
Sit.
Algo como sit. Oh.
Sit.
And the answer was sit. Number 2,
Sit.
you're right, was be careful. What did you get for number 3? Let's take a
Teacher,
look
no
at
se
number.
escucha.
No?
No.
Hold on.
Pero
Let me,
esa última partecita, el número 3, nada más.
No? Okay. All right. Hold on. I'm going to share. I'm going to share my screen here. And tell me if you can hear it, okay?
Sit. Be careful. a deep breath. Hold it.
What's that?
No, teacher.
No? All right, let's do number 3 together. Here, Minnie told Donald, she said, say something.
Donald, say something.
Say something. Donald, say
Okay.
something. And in the last one,
Take a deep breath. Hold it.
take a deep breath, hold it. All right, let's go to another one. Let's see what you have here for number 1 to 4. Let's listen to the audio.
Right.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. All right, let's listen to number 2.
Don't ask me to change, Pa.
Did you hear it?
Don't ask me to change.
Yep, hold on. Let's go back again.
Argentina.
Don't ask me to change, Pa.
What did he say? Did you hear him?
Don't ask me to change. ¿Algo así?
Don't
¿Algo de los
ask me to
dientes?
change. Yes. Don't ask me to change. Let's listen to the third one.
Change, Pa.
Never send sheep to kill a wolf.
Never seen sheep.
Never send sheep to kill a wolf.
The answer here was, what did you get? What did you listen to? What did you hear?
Algo de chi. No,
Never send the sheep to kill a wolf. All right, let's take a look at the last
lo
one.
que quiere decir, nunca envié
Una
una
oveja.
oveja a
Un
matar
lobo.
un lobo.
Yes. And you will notice, Lucia, in this sentence, mire que no tenemos sujeto. No subject,
Yeah.
and the verb is normal. So those are imperatives. Let's take a listen to one more.
Everybody get in here now!
To kill a wolf.
Everybody get in here now!
What'd you hear there?
Enter.
Everybody get in here now!
Kill a wolf.
Everybody get in here now!
This one was, everybody get in here now. Everybody get in here now. All right. One more, Lucy, one more. Here we go.
Don't be late.
Don't be late.
Don't
All
be
right.
late.
How about
Don't be
number 2? Here we
late.
go. Very good. Let's take a look at number 2.
Late.
Break
Late.
my heart.
Oh,
Break my heart.
unbreak my heart. Unbreak my heart. This is the song. I don't know if you know the song, but this is the song. Number 3 says,
Talk about how you feel. Talk about how you feel.
Talk about your feelings.
Talk about how you
yes,
feel.
talk about how you feel. All right, let's take a look at number 4.
Just give me one chance. Just give me one chance. Just give me one chance.
Just give me
Just-
one chance.
Give me one
Very good.
chance.
Just give me one chance. All right, pretty good, pretty good. All right, Lucy, we're gonna play an adventure game. It's just gonna be you and me. We might not finish it, that's okay, but let's play some of it. This game is called Lost. It's an adventure game. And this is what we have to do. We are going to a beautiful island. We're gonna spend a lot of time here, and we're gonna face up a lot of challenges on our way. I want you to look at these objects I'm going to show you, Lucy, and I want you to choose 7 of them. 7 of them, only 7 of them, okay?
Yes.
All right, so the first one we have the manual drill. Then we have a bag of seeds. Then we have balloons. We have a bed sheet. We have blank ink. We have a bucket. We have a cardboard box. We have chili powder. We have a clothes hanger. We have clothes pegs. We have a coffee filters. Cotton wool. A hammer. A magnet. We have a mirror, a nail file, a needle, newspapers, pair of glasses, a plastic bin bag, rubber bands, scissors, sellotape, sewing thread, shin pads, a skateboard, sleeping pills, and a whistle. All right, so I want you to choose 7 items of those. Please write them down somewhere. I'm going to write down my 7. I'm going to write down my 7, and then I'm going to tell you what we're going to use these items for.
For the, I need, eso teacher, I need scissors.
All right, write them down, and then write them down, and then I'm gonna put them somewhere, or just give me a second, because I have to write them down. I have to write down the ones that you choose. Let's see. I'm writing down mine. I'm writing down mine too.
Eh,
7 items, Lucy. 7.
Yes. Can you give me an example?
No, just choose 7 items. Remember, usted y yo vamos a estar en una isla desierta y demos, ustedes con 7 artículos y yo también, but ya
Bueno.
les digo para qué lo vamos a utilizar, ¿ok?
Bien, yo lo tengo que decir o lo elijo y no digo nada.
Sí, anótelo en algún lugar y ya me los dice los que usted anotó.
Ya.
Porque vamos a hacer algo con esos artículos. Oh, it's a tough one. Some are easy, some are difficult. Oh, boy. All right. Tell me when you're finished.
No.
Take your time. Take your time. Tell me when you're finished, and when you're finished, I'll write them down.
Teacher, ¿qué es lo que era sleeping pills? Sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills. This is a picture of sleeping pills here.
Pills. ¿Y silbato cómo era, teacher?
Whistle. The whistle. Es el silbato.
¿Dónde estaba?
Whistle. This is the
¿Y dónde
whistle.
está, teacher? ¿Dónde estaba?
Está
¿En la
aquí
lista?
debajo. Aquí está de último, whistle.
One minute.
Sure. Take your time.
Listo.
Okay. All right. So now what are we going to do with this this information? I need you to tell me the 7 objects you chose. What are the 7 objects you chose? What are the 7 objects you chose, Lucy?
Yes. Ahí está.
Yeah, tell me the 7 objects you chose.
Scissors.
Scissors,
Pair of glasses.
pair of glasses, good choice.
Pair of glasses. Mirror.
Mirror, good choices.
Cardboard box.
Cardboard box.
Rubber bands.
Mhm. Rubber bands, okay. Mhm.
Whistle.
Whistle, okay.
Y newspaper. Or newspapers.
Newspaper, okay. Okay, I chose some of the ones that you chose. I chose a hammer. I chose a hammer. I chose a magnet. I chose a sewing thread. I also chose glasses. I chose a bucket. I chose a plastic bag. And lastly, I chose a bed sheet. Plastic. There you go. There you go. All right. So I can never get scissors, man. I can never get the spelling of scissors. Where is it? Scissors, scissors, scissors. Scissors, scissors, scissors. That spelling of scissors always gets me. Let's see. We have where are the scissors here? There they are. CSS. Always get that wrong. All right. So now what are we going to do with this information, Lucy? So we're trapped on this island and we're trapped here for a long time. What we're going to do now is we're going to play a game. This is your piece here. This is going to be my piece. And we're going to go around the board and see who can finish. Maybe we'll have time. Each one of these instructions in the box is an imperative. And this is giving us instructions. So I'm going to let you go first. And what we're going to do is I'm going to open here a link to roll the dice, porque hay que usar un dado. So let's use the dice here. All right. Oh, hold on 1 second. All right. There we go. All right. Let's see how we take care of these obstacles that we have. You're going to go first, Lucy. So if you want, you can roll the dice. Let me put the, I'm going to make the dice here a little smaller, so it can be easier to use. All right, Lucy, you ready? I'm going to roll the dice for you. Here we go. And your first number is, wow, look at that. 6, Lucy. 6. So we're going to start here. And I'm going to move you 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh boy, Lucy, you have a broken leg. Tell me how you can resolve this problem using one of the items that you chose. What would you use and how would you use it?
With my election,
Yeah, with your choices. With your choices.
Yes. Maybe I use the traverse band. No?
And what the rubber band, I think that's a good idea. I think it's actually the best thing that you can use of the ones you chose. Definitely the rubber bands, sure, to put some pressure on the broken leg. All right, I could see that. That's a good choice. So you put the rubber bands on your leg. All right. I'm gonna go now. Oh, 1. That's horrible, right? My shoe falls apart. My shoe falls apart. Okay. I think to fix my broken shoe, I would use the sewing thread.
What do you mean sewing thread?
Sewing thread. This is what you use to lo que uno usa para coser. Lo que uno usa para coser. Yeah. Yeah. So I would sew my shoe. I would definitely use the sewing thread to sew my shoe. Let's go to yours. 5. Ooh, you're getting these big numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Your obstacle here is that you have a fever. Wow, you have a fever. What can you use for this fever, Lucy? What would you use from the items that you had?
Maybe the cardboard box.
And how would you use the cardboard box for the fever?
Yes.
How would you use it? ¿Cómo la utilizaría? How?
How? I put the cardboard box with the. ¿Puedo usar otro elemento? With water.
Sure. Cualquier elemento que se pueda ver en el bosque, porque estamos en el bosque, one of these islands. So,
with water in the head.
okay, water on the head. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a good idea. Good thinking with the water, for sure. That's a good idea. Let's see. I got 2. Wow, really slow here. Oh boy, my problem is that I am in alligator infested waters. I am in water that is filled with alligators. Okay, I think in this case, I would use the hammer. I would first use a hammer to protect myself from the animals. I would use the hammer to protect myself from the animals. Let's go to you. Right? The hammer. I mean, they're alligators, but hey. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh boy, we lost a group member. We lost a member of the group. Would you use any of your items for this group member? What can you do?
Newspaper.
Newspaper. And how would you use the newspaper with this person that died?
Maybe for I can fire.
Oh, for the
I
fire.
could-
Okay, to burn the body. Yes, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. You know, in many extreme cases, if the people start to go hungry, they can go to cannibalism. This is a possibility. This is a possibility. Let's go to my turn. Let's see. I got four. I got four. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I cut my hand. A cut hand here. And in this case, again, I would use the sewing thread. I would use the sewing thread to put some stitches on my hand. Stitches son puntos. I would use the sewing thread for stitches. Your turn, Lucy. Let's see what you get. All right, you got 2. So, oh boy, the problem here is you have nothing to drink. Nothing to drink. What would you do in this case, Lucy?
Yes. Maybe I use the maybe I use the scissor.
Scissors.
For
And-
yes, for cut the for cut the hojas de un árbol.
you would cut the leaves from a tree.
Yes, for take water here.
From the
Or,
tree.
No sé, there are.
Okay, maybe there is some water in the leaves. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Actually, you know, that's the reason I chose the plastic bag. I chose the plastic bag so I can use condensation to filter the water and clean the water with condensation. Vi unos programas de Bear Grylls. I learned from Bear Grylls. All right, I got number 1. My problem here is that I am in dark woods. Well, I don't think that's a problem. I would sleep in the woods even if they're dark, and I would try to protect my body with the bed sheet, con la sábana de la cama. I try to protect myself with the bed sheet, and of course, the hammer if any animal comes near. Let's come to yours. You got 3. Let's go up here. 1, 2, and 3. The jungle is very thick. Thick, Lucy, es grueso. So maybe there's a lot of trees, a lot of plants. What do you do in this case? What do you use?
Teacher, I don't understand good my problem. What?
Okay,
Yes.
so you're in the jungle and it is very thick. Es muy espeso. Hay mucha
Mucha
vegetación en la jungla.
vegetación.
Very thick jungle.
Maybe
What
I
do you
use-
do?
¿Puedo usar 2 veces la misma herramienta? Sí.
Of course, yeah, of course.
And maybe I use the scissor.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And you would use the scissor. Well, how would you use the scissor?
For with the scissor, with the scissor, I cut the plants. The plant.
Very good. Cut the plants. Yeah. Cut the plants, cut the vegetation there. That's a good idea. All right, my problem is that I have fallen into a deep hole. Fallen into a deep hole. Oh boy. Ooh, in this case, I don't know what to do here. Okay, I think I have an idea. If it's you and me, and I have the bed sheet, I would throw one part of the bed sheet, one end, una punta, an end of the bed sheet. I would throw it to you, Lucy, so maybe you can help me and pull me out of the deep hole. I would use the bed sheet so you can rescue me from the deep hole. There you go. All right, let's go to your turn. I think you're going to beat me here. Oh, 1, you're so close. Okay. What would you use, Lucy, to signal a flying plane overhead? So imagine you are on the island and you look up in the sky and you see a plane. What can you use to signal them?
Maybe the newspaper, ya no lo tengo, ¿no es cierto? Porque lo saqué.
No, but you have something that you can use. Very, very useful. You have one item that is going to help you.
Maybe the whistle, o ¿cómo se pronunciaba silbato?
The whistle.
Whistle. Maybe
Oh,
the
good
whistle.
idea. For sure. That's a good idea, Lucy. You know, I wasn't thinking of whistle. This is a good idea, of course, because the whistle makes noise. So definitely the whistle. And also, you know, you can use the mirror. You can use the mirror. Yes. For sure.
Yes,
yeah.
with
right.
reflects the sun.
Yeah, for the sun. Right, right. All right, I'm gonna go here. Oh, 6. Maybe I can catch you. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to hide. I need to hide. Okay, I think esta sábana está haciendo milagros. I'm gonna use the bed sheet again. I'm gonna maybe hide under the bed sheet. So maybe the animals don't see me. I'm gonna hide.
Eso quiere, bed sheet significa sábana como de oveja, de la piel de oveja.
Bed sheet es sábana de cama.
Ah, sábana, bed sheet, sábana de cama.
Sábana de cama. Yeah, I would use the bed sheet to hide under it for sure. All right, your last one is. Oh, that's it. You beat me. No, Lucy, you're too good. You're very good with numbers, Lucy. You're very lucky. You're very lucky with the numbers. All right, Lucy. All right, let's go to something else. Let's use some questions that I have. Questions using the imperative. Let's take a look at them now. I have some questions here. Maybe we can have a conversation, you and I, using these imperatives. So the first question I have here, in fact, I'm going to show you the questions. So maybe if you have any questions about the questions, you can ask me the question about the question. Here we go. So the first question I have for you, Lucy, is tell me how to make some kind of delicious food. How do I make some kind of delicious food? What food do you recommend?
Yes. Buy the vegetables in the supermarket. Then I put the vegetables in the bowls for washing. After hour, put the vegetable in the cook for 10 minutes, and then put in the dishes the food, the vegetables.
Nice.
Yes.
Do you like vegetables, Lucy? Do you like to eat vegetables?
What, teacher?
Do you like to eat vegetables?
Yes. Very.
Yeah, me too. You know, I don't like I do like vegetables. I don't like fruits too much, but I love vegetables. I eat any kind of vegetable, but I don't eat all of the fruit. I know it's weird, strange. Yeah, but I eat all vegetables.
Ah, yes. The watermelon. No, tampoco, nothing.
No, you know what fruits I eat? I eat apple, I eat banana and strawberry, but I don't like the other ones. But I will drink a juice of any fruit. I have no problem with the taste. It's like the texture. I don't like the texture in my mouth.
Don't like?
I don't like the texture. No, not the texture. I like the taste. I like the flavor, and I will drink a juice of any fruit, but I don't like the texture in my mouth. It feels very strange, and I don't like it.
Yes, the
All
first
right, and
first person I know.
yeah, I know it's weird, right? It's very strange. Lucy, tell me, what should someone do if there is an earthquake? What is your advice if there is an earthquake?
Yes. Do no, don't run.
Don't run. Very good.
Don't run. Be careful with stare.
Very good advice.
Yes, only that.
Okay, but that's good advice. I would also say, you know, stay calm. Many people, they get nervous and they panic. And I think, you know, you have to stay calm. Stay calm and
What's it? How do you pronounce earthquake?
earthquake. Earthquake.
Earthquake. Yes.
Earthquake. Yeah. I
You
think
know,
you should
you know an earthquake in Colombia?
Oh, many. Lucia, we have a yeah, there's earthquakes all the time because the
near
Cordillera
the
Mountains.
Andes mountain.
Yeah, the Cordillera
Cordillera.
Mountains run through Colombia, and so we have a lot of earthquakes here in Colombia. And I was in New York in 1984. There was a very big earthquake. I was there. But here in Colombia, I mean, there's earthquakes, but I haven't been in a very, very severe earthquake in Colombia. I think there were two big earthquakes here in Colombia. One was in 1999. It was very, very strong, and it almost destroyed a city called Armenia. And, you know, the earthquake was so powerful that it affected Pereira because we are near Armenia. We are like 40 minutes from that city.
In what year?
In what year? That was 1999.
1999.
1999, yeah.
Yes.
Have you been in an earthquake in Argentina?
Yes. When where I live is frequently because I live near the Cordillera Mountain or Mountain Cordillera.
Yeah, you live near those mountains, and they run through Argentina and through Chile. It's like through a big section of South America. Have those mountains.
But no is terrible, but sometimes is the temblores, ¿cómo se dice?
Earthquake.
Oh. Todo temblor y terremoto, earthquake.
Sí, hay solamente una palabra en inglés, pero digamos
la intensidad la da la escala.
Exacto, la densidad ya es la escala de Richter, pero para esos sismos que pasan después del earthquake, después del grande o del inicial, sí se dicen aftershock, así.
Oh, yeah.
So usually we have the earthquake and then we have the aftershock.
Yes.
So you have experienced earthquakes, but they weren't, you know, too strong. Well, that's good. That's good, Lucy, because, you know, earthquakes are very dangerous. I worked in a company. I think this was about maybe 5 years ago, and I went to a special conference that talked about earthquakes, and the professional says that you have 9 seconds to be completely safe. So let's say you are in a building and the earthquake is very, very strong, like an earthquake of 7.9 or 8 on the Richter scale. You have 9 seconds to get out of the building. If you are not out of the structure in 9 seconds, the probability or the chances of you surviving is very minimal. You have 9 seconds. And 9 seconds is nothing.
It's,
9 seconds.
it's impossible.
Yeah, if you don't live on the first floor, it's impossible. All right, so I'm going to go to a different question here. Lucy, how about this one? Lucy, how does a person find the perfect man or woman? What do you think? How does a person find the perfect man or woman? What do you think?
¿Cómo? La pregunta sería, ¿cómo encuentro una persona, hombre o mujer perfecta?
Sí, ¿cómo una
O,
persona encuentra un hombre o mujer perfecto? ¿Cómo?
I think the first the people know him or herself for
Oh, that's a good one.
for he or she could find the person perfect. I understand.
Yeah, and you know, I think it's very good advice because if you don't know yourself, and you don't love yourself, then it's impossible to love another person, right?
Yes.
So I think it's interesting that many people they try to find happiness in another person. But first you have to be happy with yourself and love yourself, and then you can find another person, because another person cannot complete you. Another person cannot fix your problems, and another person cannot make you happy. Only you can make yourself happy. A person can help you be happy, but they can't make you, happy.
Yes. It may be to the person, the people, the man or man or woman. I think take the would clear lo que ellos buscan.
What they search for.
Yes, because the woman, I think, how woman, the woman think, I think, have a family with the other person, don't have a family. No, it's possible. This person was the perfect person for him or her. I think.
That's right. I think no, you have the idea, and I think, unfortunately, Lucy, sometimes we learn these very important tips, this very important information very late in our lives. And so I wish what I know now, I'm 43, but I wish the information that I know now at 43, I wish I knew this information at 23. My life would have been very, very different. All right, my next question for you is, tell me some tips for a hobby that you have. What hobbies do you have, Lucy?
No, I don't take hobby, but I make sports. I love practice sport.
What is your favorite sport to practice?
Now yoga, the first.
All right.
But no sport is activity. Do yoga. And then the swimming. And now I bike a mountain. I ride a bike.
Nice. Well, what tips do you have for me if I want to begin riding a bike and really start that as my hobby? What advice do you have for me?
Maybe buy the bicycle.
Yeah.
And find the people practice this activity for your include in this group.
Okay. Oh, do you have like do you have friends from yoga? Did you make any friends when you go to your yoga session, or do you practice yoga by yourself?
No, I practice yoga in the group, but in this group, nothing speak with other people.
Really? Nobody speaks to each other.
No,
That's
no.
crazy.
No.
But do you
But
prefer
in-
that? Do you prefer that people don't talk to each other? Do you prefer that?
I think if the people, but I travel the Colombia. The people in Colombia are more friendly. In
You think so?
Argentina, no.
Well,
The people say the Argentina with the people meet, or no, the people eat with the family, but it's no, it's normal. But
I see. All right. It's a different culture. It's a different culture. It's like
in Argentina, the people all angry.
well, I don't think they're angry. I think maybe people are colder. This happens usually, in big cities. For example, people from New York City are very cold. They don't talk to other people. They don't like to when other people talk to them. But if you go to another state, like maybe, I don't know, South Carolina, it's very different the way they think. They like to speak to each other and they say hello and all these things. So I think it all.
Do you live in Carolina? Do you live in Carolina? Or
I know I visited Carolina and South Carolina. And in South Carolina, the people are very different. They're very nice and they speak to each other, and it's just a whole
Yes?
different, yeah. In New York, people are very serious. And I think it's funny because it's still the United States, but it's very different, So I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting how even it's the United States, it's very different, So yeah.
yes, maybe I think people live in Colombia are more empathic or friendly than Argentina.
Interesting. All right. Let's go to another question here. My question for you is, how do you plan a great vacation? Tell me, how do you plan a great vacation? What are your tips for planning a great vacation?
Yes, first I buy the ticket for the or buy the plane. I travel plane. Then I pay the hotel, and I need I need the routine. ¿Cómo se dice?
The routine, yeah.
The travel. For example, the first day I go the beach, then to the second day I go the swimming with dolphins.
Nice. Yes, with the dolphins.
I need and you?
I'm like you, but before I buy the plane tickets, I also like to think of ese plan de lo que uno va a hacer en las vacaciones. Se llama itinerary, que es muy parecida a la palabra en español, itinerario. And yeah, I agree with you that the itinerary is so important, because with that we can plan how much money we need. We can plan our time, where we would like to go first. So first I think of like the itinerary, and then I think, okay, for these things that I want to do on this vacation, how much money do I need? So then I save the money, and then I buy I buy the tickets, and then I hope everything goes as planned. I'm a person that I like to have everything planned. I don't like surprises. I think there are two different types of people in this world, Lucia. Some people, they like plans. They like to know what is coming. They want to be prepared. And then there's other people that they like surprises. They don't like plans.
Yes.
What kind of person are you? What kind of person are you?
No, I need the plans, itinerary. I
Yeah, me
need
too.
yes.
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah, cool.
more easy.
Yeah, of course, right? Like necessary. All right, let's do something else. Let's go back to this. We'll do an activity. We'll come back to the questions in a little bit. Look at this quote here. It says, a journey through the Mediterranean is not only inspiring and stimulating, it is also humbling. Humble, esta palabra humbling, viene la palabra humble, que significa, ¿cómo se dice en español humble? Oh my God, I forgot viene de humildad. Lo vuelve más humilde a uno. That's the word. So if you're a humble person, you're una persona humilde. So they say when you go through the Mediterranean, it inspires you, it stimulates you, and it humbles you. All right, let's do these activities to practice these other skills. We're going to begin the first activity we're going to do is a little bit of pronunciation. And I think we have, if I'm not mistaken, we have 10 sentences for this activity. Let's take a look at this activity we're going to do here to practice our speaking. We have 10 sentences, only 10, very short. Remember to click here and then click on the
Did you see my hat?
Did you see my hat? And then you will get a score at the bottom. Oh, I got 100. I almost never get 100. Look at that. I'm very lucky. All right, I'm going to share the link. So you do this activity. I'm going to share it in the chat here. Yeah, I will share it in the chat of Zoom. And as soon as you finish, say, teacher, I'm finished. We'll continue. Okay.
Yes, teacher. Good.
Good luck to you. Good. How did you do? What was the score? What was your score? What did you get?
Maybe I think no. Is the 8 to
82. Yeah. 82.
Yes.
82.
But
I want to say hello to Macy. I want to say hello to Macy, who is here. Y sabe que, Lucy, he notado que los números le dan como un poco de trabajo, entonces quiero repasar algo súper rápido contigo y le voy a mostrar que contar en inglés es más fácil de lo que usted piensa. De hecho, let's take a look at this together. This one's super easy. So, all right. So let me share my screen and we'll do this together here. So I'm going to put big letters here. So to count in English, Lucy, super easy. You just have to remember 3 things. You have to remember that this is 100. And this is 1,000. And this is my favorite. This one's million. So if you remember those 3, you'll be fine. Counting in English, Lucy, is one of the few things that we do in the same exact order as in Spanish. For example, how do you say this number in Spanish, Lucy? Tell me in Spanish.
547.
Right. Entonces, primer número es 500, es 5 cienes y después 47. Lo mismo diríamos en inglés. Entonces, diríamos 547. 547. Now, let's do another example. Let's do this number. Think about it in Spanish. And now I want you to tell me how you say it in English. All right. Now, how do you say that in Spanish, in English, in English?
Bien. 795.
That's it?
Yes.
Just like that. Just like that. All right, let's go to bigger ones. Y aplica para todos los demás. So let's say we have this number over here. All right. Think about it and then tell me how you say this in English.
Yes. 2,332.
You're doing great. You're doing fantastic. Exactly right. Exactly right. So this is the same way we do it in English. Remember, it's the same order. If you remember these three, you will be fine. You will be fine. Ahora, esto más que todo lo hacen los americanos, pero hay veces cuando tenemos 1000 y después un número de centenales redondo, es decir, por ejemplo, 1400 o 2500 o qué sé yo, I don't know, something like that. Es muy normal, pues sí, se puede decir 1400, pero los americanos también tienden a decir, dirían, por ejemplo, 1400.
Yes.
Or 2500. Eso también es común. Esto también es común. Esto es algo que no
¿En América o en England, teacher?
No, es más común en América. Los británicos casi no utilizan esta forma de decirlo. No sé por qué tanto los americanos lo utilizan, pero sí es una pequeña diferencia. But the important thing there, Lucy, is if you remember these three, and you remember that counting, we do it the same way in English and in Spanish, you will be fine. You will be fine.
Yes.
All right, let's do one dictation activity, Lucy, and then we'll come back to some questions and we'll practice our questions. For today's dictation activity, Lucy, we have this, we have this activity here, which has 10 sentences. I'm going to help you with number one. Number one says,
I hate to get up in the morning. I hate to get up in the morning.
I hate to get up in the morning. There you go. And then we check it and boom. All right. I hate to get up in the morning. That's the first one. So you can do the other 9. I'm going to share this activity there in the Zoom chat. So for you, Macy and Lucy, you can do that activity. And as soon as you finish, Lucy, just let me know that you finished, okay?
Yes, teacher.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Size. Easy or difficult? What do you say? Lucy, I can't hear you. Maybe you're on mute, I think. I think you're on mute.
More or less, teacher. Excuse me.
More or less, 50-50. What was your score? What did you get? What was your score?
No, I don't really, I give a score. No, I don't. Good job only.
Okay, all right. All right, but you know, I remember the first time we did that exercise, you said, no, teacher, it's very difficult. And you could do it. You did it. So I know you can do it. I know you can do it. All right, let's go
But
to.
I need this type of exercise because
Yeah.
I need this.
Yeah, I
need.
think it's good because it helps you. It helps you with listening. It helps you with writing. And so it's really good because, you know, some people speak faster, some people speak slower, maybe they have a different accent. So this is a good exercise.
No, it's good for me, this type exercise.
It's cool. I agree. I think those I really like those exercises. I think it's pretty cool. All right, today we're going to look at these phrases, and you're going to look at a video between Paul and Bob. And Paul and Bob try to help Noelia with a problem. Please listen to the language they use for giving advice and practicing the useful phrases. So let's do these sentences before you do the activity. I want you to help me with the first sentence, Lucy. Tell me, what do you think would be the correct order of these words?
Yes. Teacher, para activarlo tengo que irme directamente al link. Tengo que poner...
Tell me, vamos a hacer esta sección juntos, solamente me dice qué palabras van y yo las pongo en orden.
What do you I should do?
Very good. Very good. So this is a very common question that we use for asking for advice. Yeah. Let's go to another one here. How about this one?
Yes. I told to her no. If
No.
if I were you.
Very good.
No. No. If the first, if.
Ah, okay. Sí, pero quiero que sepa, Lucy, que o sea, esto también se podría utilizar, sino que efectivamente por la coma sabemos que no, pero si usted dice, I'd talk to her if I were you, también tendría todo el sentido del mundo. So we're going to use this part first here. If I were you. And
I talked to her.
Right, I talked to her. I talked to her. All right, let's go to the next one. Macy, maybe you can help me with this one. Macy Marin. I know you are there, Macy. You are always there, but you never participate. I don't know why, Macy. I don't know why. But whenever you're ready, Macy. All right, Lucy, help me out with this one, please.
Yes. I'm not sure that that's a good idea.
Okay, all right, good job, good job. Let's go to the next one. What do you say here?
Perhaps you could try point them.
Very good, Lucy. You're doing fantastic. All right, let's go with the next one.
Why don't you try what the meaning resetting?
Resetting, so reset is resetear.
Resetting the password.
Resetting the password. Maybe this happens when you don't remember maybe your password to a platform or an application. Sometimes you have to reset your password. All right, how about this one?
Why I suggest try, no, what you try suggest, what you try, I suggest, suggested.
All right, let's check. I think you only have the last one incorrect. It's the only one. The other ones were correct. And the correct answer was, I tried what you suggested. I tried what you suggested. But Lucy, you did very, very well. Okay, I'm going to share the link here for this exercise. Remember to click here in the CC and then click on English so you can read the subtitles in English and listen to the audio. And here we have 3 tasks. The first task is listening comprehension. The second task here, you have to choose the more polite option, in each one of these. And the last task we are going to do together, okay? The last one we will do together. Lucy, remember that, bueno, aquí es una opción múltiple, entonces no es la gran cosa. So remember, Lucy, you're going to do task 1 and task 2, and we will do task 3 together, okay?
Yes, teacher. Thanks.
All right, I'm going to share. You're very welcome. I'm going to share the link here in the Zoom chat. Boom, there you go. And as soon as you finish, let me know. Okay, good luck to you. Okay, cool. Let's do this last activity together here. Let's see how you did. And let's see here. All right, Lucy, so let's take a look at this last activity here. We have like a conversation. And what do you think would go in the first sentence? What do you think I do? Lucy, if you're speaking, está en mute.
Sí, teacher, no sé cómo, ahí está.
What do you think I
should do?
Very good. If I'd ask her to stop.
Perhaps you could try talking to you.
Where?
Number 2, very good, very good. If I were you. Number 3, I'm not. That's a good idea.
I'm not sure.
Very good. How about number 4? Perhaps you could talking to Noelia about it.
Try talking to Noelia about it.
Very good. Number 5, why don't you try nothing?
Talking to you. Why don't you try doing nothing? Why don't you
do nothing?
Do okay. How about number 6? Perhaps you could just nothing.
Try doing nothing.
Doing.
Doing. Okay. So let's change this one for doing. And number 8, perhaps you could just nothing.
Suggested. No.
I'm not too sure about that.
Okay. Number 7, I'm not sure about that. We either use to or do. To or do.
A ver, teacher. To.
To.
I'm not too sure about that.
Very good. And the last one. So I tried what you do. Let's see how we did. I think we only have 2 mistakes. And the mistake was number 6. Perhaps you could just do nothing and switch places with the grade. I tried what you suggested.
I tried
all right, but not bad. Not bad at all, Lucy. I think you did very well And you know what, Lucy, I think you did pretty well in the past classes that we had. I noticed that you did very good. I'm so honored. It was my pleasure to be here with you, to be your teacher.
Thanks.
And I
Thank-
totally wish you the very best in your professional life and your personal life. And hopefully I can give you some more class in the future. Okay.
Bye, teacher. Good night.
Good night. It was my pleasure. Take care, Lucia. All the best. Goodbye, Macy. Take care, girls. Goodbye.